Dot School presents Solving Exponential Equations 2. Hello, in this video we are going to continue working on solving exponential equations. Let us recall that when two quantities on the same base are equal, the exponents have to be equal provided the base isn't 0. So if we have something like, let's say 27 raised to the x is equal to 81 raised to the power of x minus 1. We cannot say x is the same as x minus 1 because the bases on the two sides are not the same. Therefore, our first job is to change these to the same number, the bases. Now, if you look at this number 27, 27 can be written as 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. In the same way, 81 can be written as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 27 times 3 is 81. Another way to do that is 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 9 is 81. So we are going to replace this 27 with 3 multiplied with itself 3 times, which means 3 raised to the third power, and then that has been raised to the power of x. And on the other side, 81 is 3 raised to the fourth power because we have 4 3's in the multiplication sentence. And that's raised to the power of x minus 1. Now that we see that the base on both sides is 3, we can go ahead and apply the law of exponent that allows us to raise an exponent to another exponent and then go ahead and equate both sides. Let's just do that. So we have 3 raised to the 3 times x. You multiply the exponents is equal to 3 raised to the 4 times x minus 1. Now that both sides are exactly on the same base 3, we are in a position to say that 3x is equal to 4 times x minus 1. Distribute the 4 on the x and on the negative 1. So we get 3x is equal to 4x minus 4, which means bring the 4x on the other side. So that's essentially subtracting 4x from both sides. So we have 3x minus 4x, which is a negative x, is equal to, these two cross off, that was the whole idea, is equal to negative 4. And that means if you divide both sides with negative 1, you get x is equal to 4. Let's do another problem. 125 raised to the 2x plus 4 is equal to 1 over 125. And all of that raised to the 2x plus 3. As you know, the whole idea is to make the base the same on both sides. At this point in time, they aren't the same. 125 is not the same as 1 over 125. Therefore, we cannot say the exponents are equal. Now, if you look at this number 125, it can be broken down into a 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. So we can pretty much say 125 is 5 raised to the third power. In the same way, if you look at 1 over 125, 1 over 125 is going to be equal to, because 125 is 5 raised to the third, we can say this is 1 over 5 raised to the third, which is 5 raised to the negative third. So we are going to go ahead and replace 125 with 5 raised to the third and 1 over 125 with 5 raised to the negative third. Let's just do that. So this is going to be 5 raised to the third, all of that raised to the 2x plus 4 is equal to 5 raised to the negative thirds. That's the fraction 1 over 125. And that is raised to the 2x plus 3. An exponent has been raised to another exponent. Therefore, we multiply the exponents. Therefore, this is going to be 5 raised to the 3 times 2x plus 4 is equal to 5 raised to the negative 3 times 2x plus 3. Now that we see that it's a 5 on the base on both sides of the equation, we can say that the exponents have to be equal. Therefore, 3 times 2x plus 4 is equal to negative 3 times 2x plus 3. Let's distribute the 3 on this side and the negative 3 on this side. So we have 3 times 2x is 6x plus 3 times 4 is 12 is equal to negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. We want to bring the x's on one side and the constants on the other side. Therefore, we're going to add a 6x to both sides of the equation and subtract 12 from both sides. So if we do a plus 6x on both sides, and then also a minus 12 and a minus 12 on both sides, what we have is 6x plus a 6x is a 12x. These two cross off is equal to these two cross off. Minus 9 negative 12 is negative 21, which means x is equal to negative 21 over 12. You can of course simplify that. You can divide 21 and 12 both with 3. 21 divided with 3 is 7 and 12 divided with 3 is 4. Therefore, this is going to be negative 7/4. So x turns out to be a fraction in this problem.